We don't really look at any for this one, do we?
No. We're just hiding in the shade.
That's all we're doing.
wait for
Hiding in the shade, watching Ollie catch more fish than Andy did.
Yeah.
Are we on?
Quite easy.
Podcasting, so we're going to go. We're going to do two, aren't we? We're going to have a nice jovial reminiscing one, but first we're going to have I'm not going to say the word intelligent because, let's be fair, that's not going to happen.
Is that because I'm in on this?
No, just because we don't do that.
No.
It's about how match fishing is going in a minute and the introduction of a few things. But we're going to go a bit pluggy, and we've not been asked to go pluggy. We're doing it because we think it's relevant, don't we?
Well, it's a different concept, isn't it, from a match perspective?
Yeah. The new way that they're looking, and what we're on about is Steve Dorks' baby, the Fishing Association.
Yeah, so the
competitions,
chap who did the 100 grand match last year, that Zach...
Yeah, Zach Brown one.
Brett Brown. He is Brown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, question
Yes.
it then. That Zach Brown won. He's doing sort of like an invitational event, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, exactly that. An invitational commercial event. He's putting a load of money up, £6 grand for the winner.
Yeah, so
No money to go in, just £6 grand. I think money's being made through betting and some other ways, sponsorship and all that sort of thing. And yeah, is that the next way that matches are going to go?
yeah.
Or not?
How's it going to work from a spectator's perspective, though? A spectator's allowed to...
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, so it could go massive then.
I think
couldn't
he wants to encourage it from obviously getting people there for betting on it and stuff like that and watching it live.
Yeah.
Obviously, venue-wise, it's a bit different because it's our mate Dale at
Yeah,
Bone
let's go
Hill.
into that first,
Yeah.
Venue.
Yeah,
That's the intriguing part, isn't it? The unknown.
yeah, because it's their move-in venue, and they've got the new premises. It's stocked and everything, but it's not been open to matches yet.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a proper interesting one. That it's going to be pretty much the first match that's ever been fished on it.
Yeah.
Everyone that's on there will never have fished it.
No.
So, and they won't be allowing practice matches or anything like that. So it's going to just come down to working it out on the day and sort of a proper fishing match. You won't
It's a
know.
blank page, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you'll draw a peg and you will genuinely have no idea whether it's good, bad or indifferent.
Yeah. Yeah. You barely,
Right,
well, you won't even know where your peg is. It is, isn't it? You literally won't know where it is on the lake. You just...
So
I like it. Yes, it's all good fishing.
I think you're on the same boat. That's the beauty of it, isn't it? You don't know. It's the unexpected. It's unknown, isn't it? I
Yeah.
think that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it does level the playing field. It makes it an
Definitely.
absolute flipping nightmare for preparation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Well, it doesn't, but it does. It's carp fishing. We
Yeah.
know that. That's
Yeah,
as
yeah.
far as they've gone with it, isn't it? But
Yeah.
what do you prep for? Might be 87,000 foot. It might be like clay pit.
Could be.
You put rig on and
Don't
4
know.
foot deep and no, I don't get the
Fishes got
sort of
back
things
nine.
like that we're gonna know,
Yeah.
aren't we? But yeah, it's good, different.
yeah,
I think he's getting a bit adventurous. I heard him talking on the radio the other day with ultimately he wants like unstocked venues and fish dropped in and fish. I think that's that's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
but I think having that sort of venue where it's not necessarily one that's fished all the time, that's kept for your big events, you're not allowed to practice on as such, does make it
yeah,
a bit different. Obviously, after you've fished it a couple of times, people have a rough idea, but not being able to hammer it in the lead up to it and all that side of things definitely adds a sort of new dimension to it.
it
But
does, doesn't it?
I think from like a public, if they want to be watching matches and stuff, it's quite a nice way of getting all your top anglers together and having a good like spectacle, almost like don't know. I was going to say pro-am stuff on the golf, where it's more of a exhibition.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's how it needs to be seen. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, but you still want to win $6 grand.
Oh, of course you do. For us, it's
Yeah.
it gives you a chance to win loads of money. Great. That's what it needs to be seen as. It's an exhibition that you can go and watch whoever you want to watch, and they can't naff you off. Do you know what I mean? Like in an open match, people might be a bit more.
Yeah.
Do us a favour, leave us to it.
Yeah.
They're expecting the pressure in the crowds, which is fine, without having to qualify for a Fishing Mania or something like that,
Yeah,
where you're
yeah.
only able to watch, with no disrespect to anyone, like 2 or 3 big name sort of thing that
Yeah.
you're going to go and want to watch. There you can see who's in it, and
Just
I
see
want to go and
anyone,
watch
yeah.
him fish.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a good
great.
concept. I think
And
it's brilliant.
yeah, if they're rubbish, you've got another really good
Yeah,
idea to go and watch,
absolutely.
or another one, or
Yeah.
another one. Everyone just ends up behind bagger, but that's the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, to be fair.
It's going to be different. It's proper looking forward to it. Just the unknown. I don't. The only thing mistake, or not a mistake, betting wise, I know they were going to make some money off betting, which is great. the odds through the betting are levelled out quite a bit because of the level of the field. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it doesn't create the silly odds that you get in fishing and things like that. And I think it loses out a lot on the betting. I've said this to you already.
Because of not knowing pegs.
Because, the pegs are a big thing when it comes to betting on fishing matches. Because once you've drawn, like Fisher, you draw on a Tuesday and you can still bet until the Saturday.
Yeah.
You feel that you know more than the bookie. Because you're like, oh, yeah, the wind's going to blow that way. That peg's better.
Well, look at Bagger on Fisher. That was a prime example of
but
everyone.
it'll have generated a massive amount of money, won't it?
Yeah.
Whereas this one,
you could look at the wind and that's about it on there, isn't it? Not knowing how it's fished previously.
So it's not going to influence bets.
Yeah.
Your location, not really. Maybe who you draw around might influence it slightly, but it's not going to have as big as influence as other venues would that are known. That's the only downfall of it for me.
Yeah.
But it's not for me personally, but as a thing as the whole, I think it's good as in venue he's chosen mega.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be lots of fishing as well, lots of different types of fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's because it's
Go
one.
on, the boy.
Put it up one. Because it's not a snake lake. It's probably 30 metres wide, sort of a big donutty
It's
type
like
lake.
arena, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like
a
arena.
Yeah,
bigger
it is.
arena. I think it's
Totally.
it's deeper than arena.
Is it?
A
Is it wider than arena?
little bit maybe.
And the island's smaller.
Yeah, I don't think they're 100% which lake they're even putting it on yet, because there's a couple of similar ones on there. So
Yeah, they were both close, weren't they?
Yeah.
Both donutty type lakes, aren't they? But not reachable across.
So it is going to be one of those where you're going to have some rod work, some pole work, maybe catching a few down the edge, and you're going to have to try different things and work it out as you go along. So
That's great.
It'll make for a good match and an interesting match, I think, rather than
Not just one method does all kind of thing, and obviously no one knows anything about the
good
venue.
how people start and all. Yeah. Different one. It'd be a funky one as well.
Yeah, I
It's
like
quite
it.
clear, so you'll be able to see all the fishing. Yeah, I'm liking that. But he's doing the right thing, isn't it? What's Steve trying to do? He's trying to make it, as a few people have in the past, a more professional outlook on the sport, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think
the competition element of.
Yeah, it's got to be trying to make it so you've got your big names together, but making it so it's friendly for spectators as well. So because that's the big thing, he needs the spectators there to generate some money to fund
in the first place,
the fishing association. Because obviously, you end up spending money here, there, and everywhere for running events. So if he can do something like that, make it entertaining for people to watch and interesting for people to sort of see how people are fishing, and you could do it really well. And I think he's doing a junior event at the same time.
Is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't know that.
What's his name from Ramsbottom?
Is he
Hang-
Dave?
Yeah,
Dave Marshall.
I think he was sort of heading up, picking who was again doing it as an invitational thing and getting
brilliant.
different.
Well, that's doing it right. That's getting someone that knows rather than picking randoms.
Yeah, so I
Like
think he's based it off national results
Has he?
or something like that. I'm sure someone was saying.
Top whatever in the junior nationals.
Yeah,
and
so-
go for it.
So they've done- But that's good as well, because no one does that.
No,
It's a nice sticking kids in that environment.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, because
it's really good.
they're never going to get to experience
No.
that environment until they're later on in that
Go on,
angling
the
careers. Have you ever
boy!
seen it?
Got a crucian.
I want to catch a green one. He's due a green one, isn't he? Green
Yeah,
one's coming
for
soon.
that just got angry. But yeah,
That
for
one,
people
yeah.
just listening, we've got your lad fishing in the background, haven't we?
Ollie,
That
go
could
on
be
the
a green
boy. The
one,
boy's
that
fishing in
could
the
be green.
background. Oh, it's a little one. It's far up tall.
I don't reckon it is.
Slightly in the
It's
dorsal.
in the mouth, but in the dorsal as well. But yeah, no, I think it's fantastic. Anything we can do to encourage kids coming into the sport gets a massive thumbs up from me. It's just, we need it, don't we? I think it's brilliant, obviously, going off topic a bit, but the England, there's three separate age groups now, and look how well they've done just in, is it Slovenia they've been, Slovakia, something like that, wasn't it? Where was it?
Big river with
Slovenia,
barbels
so
and
Slovenia.
catfish and
But like
It's
under
that pretty
15s,
one, wasn't
under
it? Yeah,
20s,
spin-
under
not
25,
spin
under 25, amazing.
Yeah.
And they're proper keen, they're amazing. We look at obviously the likes of Denty and Matt Godfrey and Cam, they've all come from the
that's-
youth England ranks, and yeah, it's brilliant. So an event like that where they get to fish with the likes of this man here, not myself.
You're on holiday.
I know, I
You've
am.
actually been playing at this one.
We is in Malta eating Maltesers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
And then,
where
again,
Maltesers
going
come
off
from?
topic, Maltesers don't get made in Malta. But yeah, no, I think it's brilliant. It is for the kid. Like, imagine
Yes.
how you'd be to like, you know,
Well, we never had that sort of thing.
Kevin Asher, you know, as a kid fishing with him, and then going and get to meet him after.
Yeah.
These kids were like, you know what I mean? Jamie, can you
That's when
say
they're
this?
proper role models. Now they have us pair of dicks.
Yeah.
Now it's
Things
just
like, there.
massive disappointment now. Oh,
And
right.
then whatever you put under the peak there.
because So obviously that's trying to bring up like a professional
It is.
elite tournament series, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Do you think there should be that sort of trying to build that next level? Because that's one thing you see with probably fish show and stuff. It's expected that you're going to be up against the best, but when you see festivals and stuff, you see people are. I'm not going to that one. There's too many professional anglers in inverted commas fishing it and stuff like that. Should there be a bigger separation between like open and your full-time anglers and stuff like that?
No separation. There needs to be, which I think will be his next natural progression.
Yeah.
An option to get involved in it.
I think you should.
I mean, 4 open match anglers step up.
Fishing-wise, you've got to be in that mindset. If you want to be the best, you've got to go and compete against the best, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's how it should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no point
but it's
in
brutal, isn't it? Fishing's
is.
the worst sport for it.
Oh, especially at that kind of age as well, at that start. But then if you chuck yourself in at the deep end, it will be years, but it's that learning off that calibre of angler as well, isn't it?
Yeah. You learn quicker, don't you? It's
definitely.
brutal, but you learn faster.
Yeah, definitely.
But fishing's that one sport when it's not just about you, and it's what makes it so horrible at times, isn't it?
Yes, wild animals, do what they want,
Everything.
kick you in the what's it, day in, day out.
Doesn't matter how good you are. So
No.
that can prevent you from not getting better, but from achieving the confidence needed and all
Yeah.
that sort of. We're going right on one on here.
Oh,
aren't we?
you
We're
can have the
going
bestest day in
right
the
round
world
corner.
ever one day, go back, right, come on, that's it.
Yeah.
Let's tell you about the day I went on Partridge and a bloke wanted to catch hide.
Go on.
So I had
Coaching.
So like, bloke day before previously, we had like £80 of hide on Covey Free.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then I had a bloke the day after come from down south somewhere, never ever caught an hide. So I'm like, well, we'll go on Covey Free, we'll catch loads of hide.
Right.
Never had an hide.
Just
Like fed
smashed the
casters
rest of
exactly
the
the
day
same.
before.
Just caught a few F1s and all that, odd carp. Never had an hide. I'm like, right, I'll catch an hide. Went round the other part of the lake, still never caught an hide.
Yeah.
We had £80 the day before. And you know how rand it is with hide?
Yeah, but that's what I don't like. They're horrible.
Just-
They eat one day and then
But
don't the
that's
next.
what fishing's like though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't control them, can you? And that's what spoils it. But
That's
not
it.
doesn't spoil it. It makes it unfair, which that's why it's different to other sports, isn't it? We've said this
Yeah.
loads.
Yeah.
It's
definitely.
unfair.
I think it's a really good concept though, what he's doing, Steve. Really good.
Yes, but I think it goes along with this other one. I mean, this other one that we bit the dust in. Some of us very, very, very early on in the event.
Yes.
But that's going mega. Do you know what I mean?
It is.
With no disrespect to Steve, he messed it up early on in the year by going down all pathways and going to do all sorts.
Yeah.
And then he settled on just doing it right in the end. And it probably cost him a few numbers doing that this year.
Yeah, because it was all a bit confusing. People didn't know
Bit
what was going
scatty
on.
it. But he was on it again, just trying to keep everyone happy.
Yeah, he was trying to, getting a bit excited by it, and
Yeah. But I think next year that'll progress again.
Loop round the top.
yeah,
I mean, keep it sensible, keep it how it is now, and it's an amazing concept. I think there was a few less this year, but because of the chaos, next year I bet you there's 1,000 in that.
yeah. Well, I think that's the thing, isn't
in
it?
FA
It's got
Cup.
Yeah, in the knockout version of it, the one that open to everyone.
Yeah.
And it's so nice, that one, when you see the anglers that go in it. I mean, because that isn't top
Yeah.
level. Do you know what I mean? There are, but it's mad. There's top level, there's open match, there's club angle. I bit the dust to her.
It is FA Cup, isn't it?
Yeah,
Literally.
massively,
Just like
massively.
fish show is. Anyone can enter it, but obviously that is literally the FA Cup of football, is the FA Cup of fishing.
Yeah.
yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are. You know
The
what I mean?
draw, the draw comes into it a lot more on that as well, doesn't it? You can
Definitely.
drop mega lucky, or you can drop very unlucky, especially
Yeah.
when you're fishing venues that have got different lakes and
Yeah.
different if you went Heronbrook where it's 3 or 4 different lakes, there's a lot of
All
pegs
sorts
that-
can happen. But that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about potentially creating a level playing field.
yeah.
Or no, an unlevel playing field, and even more so, which brings.
Yeah. Different
Levels
dynamics in
things.
it. Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
That's
fishing's
brilliant.
bad enough as it is, and that one can really, really
Yeah.
throw you up on it.
Yeah.
They take you somewhere back and beyond you've never seen before, with random lakes in. One lake's got a catfish in, and the other one's worth £500 on every peg. I think, yeah, but it's how it can be.
It's how
isn't
it
it?
is.
It's
But is that
Look at the draw.
is that part of the competition then?
Yes.
Almost playing the game with it and picking venues that give. Obviously, if you're drawn at home, you make it as difficult as possible
Yeah,
for the other
yeah.
person.
potential, yes, if required.
Yeah.
I'd go like crab fishing on a marina lake or something. But no, it is. That it just brings more
But
niceness to
yeah,
it, sort of thing.
to be
doesn't
fair, it could be mega with it being more of a sort of regional event.
Yeah.
And obviously price of fuel and all that sort of thing.
Oh, I like
you
that.
could quite easily see a lot of people focusing on that as opposed to sort of fishers, mavers and stuff like that.
Just stick to your area.
Yeah, just because you're
never
not
thought of that.
you're not
Yeah.
going to be
Cost, innit?
driving more than now, because there's a lot of people already chatting about it at qualifiers and stuff where you're like, when you start working out when you're including fuel for a couple of hours driving each way, plus 50 quid, plus 20 quid, plus
This year it's been 200 quid a match.
yeah, and
Nearly.
Unbelievable.
Not far off, 200 quid a match.
it feels like it's just tipped it over that point where you're suddenly thinking about it for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that becoming more regional and doing stuff like that could proper work in its favour, couldn't it?
It is, isn't it? You fish nicer matches, more likely to win some money, less cost. It's better in every way.
Yeah.
And a final of equal proportions, pretty much. I don't know what he's paying this year, but he's still paying loads. Still
Yeah.
£30,000 plus.
I think
Do you know what I
that's the
mean?
thing,
It's
isn't
still
it?
ridiculous, isn't it?
It's a load of money. It's just suddenly everyone's a bit, oh, it's only 30 grand. And then you're like, hold on, it's 30 grand.
Yeah.
Like, it's only because he did a daft one the first year with 100 grand
Yes.
that made it feel less, I think. But
Yeah. I think it's more than 30 grand, but it doesn't matter. We run
it's a
around
lot
the
of
country after 10 granders.
Yeah.
It's stupid money, isn't it, for what it is?
yeah, and it's a nice one because of the route to get there as well. You're proper done well to even get to the final, winning, is it 7 matches if you do them all? Potentially,
Yeah,
if it sells out.
Yes, beating 7 people,
And
depending,
Well,
6 or 7.
Some people get buys, don't they?
I've never had a buy.
I had one the first year.
Did
I had
you?
one, yeah.
I've still never drawn at home.
Ask
you not?
Genius here how his buy mission went in the one region that he was convinced
No.
he'd get a buy on.
No, that wasn't for buys. That was just
Lack of people and
no
not
to
thought about.
avoiding you.
That's all it was. And I bit the dust first round anyway. So when you try and be clever in this competition,
No,
it all goes
doesn't work.
tits up.
But
Yeah.
that was
Just
actually
go and
that was a region I should be in for where I live.
You should, but you don't know a single venue.
Yeah.
Like, not one.
Then I realised there's no venues I fish within like an hour of the house.
Yeah. But anyway, there you go. But no, it was a good one, that. So look forward to doing this match. It's in 3 weeks? 2 weeks?
26, isn't it? 26th of August.
2 week, 3 week away.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it called? What's it called now?
Marston
Fields Fishery. Yeah, it used to be Catchmore Park or something
Yeah.
like that.
Where is it? Tamworth, nearly.
Yeah, it's not. It's 10 minutes down the road from where Bone Hill was
Yeah,
originally.
middle of Toll Road.
So it's proper easy one to get to from anywhere in the country as well. So I'm sure Steve will be putting up all the details at some point of how you can get tickets, or if you need tickets,
yeah,
you can go
we'll do
down.
something there once the match is finished. We'll go and do something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
once
nice.
it's up and running. But
Yeah.
yeah, so is that your plan next year? Proper give that FA Cup a go? Or?
I do every year, don't I? It just is what it is. Yeah, definitely be in it though. I won't not go in it next year. 100% I'll go in that.
Yeah,
It'll
you got
only
to.
grow. You got to.
Yeah.
Something's
Yeah.
to do in it.
Yeah.
Some proper anglers have got in final already of it.
Powers in
Isn't
it
it?
again, isn't he?
Yeah.
He
Out
was a
Somerset Spodder.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What a
No,
nickname.
he was the first one to do it 2 years on a bounce, he was saying.
First one, yeah. I reckon Pimmy will follow. Oh no, Pimmy's got Wayne.
Pimmy's
so that'll
in
be-
Wayne
well,
Kearney,
Pimmy's
isn't
the other one with a chance. I don't know.
Who's at
anyone
home?
else.
Do you know who's at home for it?
Don't know. No, I don't know. Pimmy gets
He's
Wayne.
got it. He's just
Has
mugged
he
one.
nabbed one?
Don't ship it back yet, all. Keep it low, but don't point your pole. Keep it low, right low, mate. Have an angle. Bit of an
Has
angle
he got
towards
him?
me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was a big one, that, I know.
That was an angry one, that all.
That snapped you.
That's what happens when you use your dad's hook lengths.
That might have snapped that all.
Yep.
Let me put another one on.
Right, that's a natural finish, that one anyway.
Yeah, proper natural finish.
Yeah.
Go ahead, all.